Hello everyone, my name's Larry, aka Simudad. Welcome back to another episode on Green Valley, Nebraska. We're September 2 at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we're just on our way up to the shop. Don't know if you remember, we bought a trailer at the end of the last episode that was on a deal. We've had quite a busy night. I've had some workers go in which finished the contracts off for me, the harvesting contracts that we took to pay for the equipment that we need to get today. And they're working through the night, cost about $1,500 I think, which was a small price to pay. The overall reward for the contracts was also left with some grain, which was about 25,000 litres, which I'm going to store and sell later on when I need the money. I also baled up the other field whilst they were working away. I did that, and that yielded another 29 bales. So we are currently 129 straw bales for when we get the cows, so that'll come in really handy. So we're just on our way up to the shop. Like I said, we're going to hook up our trailer to the truck and collect our reward for the contracts, and then we will buy the equipment that we need. Right, so this is our trailer that we purchased on the last episode. It's quite a big one, as you can see, but that's what we needed because we're planning on hauling some equipment back with it. So yeah, like I said, she is a big boy. I think it was a 50-foot trailer, I think. I can't quite remember, but it was quite a big one. Alright, let me just turn this off for a sec. Yeah, no, I'm going to move this over here actually. So let's collect on our contracts so we get some cash behind us. Right, so field 4 we got $69,071. So let's collect that, and then for field 12 was slightly bigger, 72,175, less the lease cost for the equipment, if you remember. So that's 11,373. So what we'll take home from that is 60,802, plus we'll get about 25,000 for the grain that was surplus, if we can get the best price at the time. So that gives us 200,000 to play with. So there's a couple of bits. I'm just going to check the used sales. That would be nice, but we don't need it. Cool. Right, so this is going to be, if you remember, in the first or second episode, I mentioned sort of a bit of an oddball equipment choice. And the main job that we've got on today is starting to harvest our maize for silage. So it's the day before, or the month before it's ready, but that's fine. So the oddball choice is going to be the class forage harvester, and the reason it's oddball is generally you would see like a John Deere or something like that over there in Nebraska, but I did find out that Class North America is actually headquartered in Omaha, Nebraska, so it's not actually that much of an oddball choice. And I've since found a couple of YouTube channels based out of Nebraska that use Class forage harvesters, so that's why we've gone for it. And one of the other reasons is that this John Deere here, which is a very good mod, I've used it a little bit, it doesn't have a silage conditioner on it. Doesn't have the option to buy that, so that's going to be no good to us because we need that conditioner, or want that, we want that conditioner. So I'm going to get this, the Class Jaguar 820. So I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to get the header that goes with it, which is this one. And I don't know what the drum extension is. Don't know what that does either, but they're both a 4.5 meter width, which I think is a 6-row header. I'm going to buy that as well. The other thing that I wanted to get was a trailer. Been a bit unsure as to how best to proceed with the trailer. The forage harvester does have a hookup on the back, so you can take certain types of trailers. So it'd be tipping it straight into the trailer, which I've seen done on quite a few YouTube channels that are based out of Nebraska. But I can't find a trailer similar to those that works with the fermenting silos that I've got. I did try the Maya box mod, which is on King Mods, but for the life of me I couldn't get it to unload into the fermenters. I don't know why that is, because Mr. Farquhar's used the same mod on his UMRV series and he got his to unload without any issues. I think it's because I've changed the XML on that. Changed the XML on the fermenters to take sort of maize plus maize. So I think it's something to do with that. So what I had considered doing is getting another tractor, bigger, higher horsepower tractor with a bigger trailer, leasing those. We do have the lease to own mod on here, so we could do that, and we would sort of run them for a couple of seasons and then buy them when we had a bit more cash. The trouble with that is then it's essentially having to pay a worker to harvest whilst I drive the trailer wagon. So that's a possibility. I think for now, I think what I'll do is probably lease a trailer. I want one really that's got quite a big capacity, because the field's quite big. Hopefully this fits. What I'm going to do is just fire this up. Let's pick up the header. Add the maize additive in so that we've got that in. And I think it should take this whole pallet. So that's all hooked up, lovely. So I'm just going to stop here and check that it's following us. Is it doing something? Just going to have a look, because I think we've got another drunk driver on our hands. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, mate. Are you coming this way, or? Because I think you're coming pretty sharpish now. Right. So let's see if it follows us. But I will see you back down at the farm where we're going to start cracking with this. Right, so we just made it back to the farm. The field is dead ahead of us. I had to take over driving this because the worker was useless. Just try and get into the field. Right, let me just park this up here a sec. So we'll get cracking. I'll check in with you as we're going around, see how we're getting on with this trailer combo. that is the first load off, and I think we're gonna have to look again that second tractor because this just isn't working out. With this trailer on, we're getting about 2 miles per hour on the harvest, which is going to take us absolutely ages. Now I'm hoping I can squeeze around this way without having to drive on the crops, because I don't want to do that. But yeah, I think we're going to have to get a tractor with a bigger trailer on, because I think with the trailer on, that is too heavy for this one. So we're either going to have to do that or upgrade the engine. But I did notice as well, it may actually just be an issue with this trailer and this combo, because only 2 of the hydraulic hoses connect to the harvester. So I think it may just be an issue with the harvester in general. Not the harvester, the trailer, the fact that there's not enough hydraulic connections. Which means that perhaps the brakes are dragging. So we're going to put this first load in. Hopefully it'll go in perfectly fine, and then you'll see us back on the field. Right, so second load coming in now. The eagle-eyed amongst you might notice that the forage harvester is different, the trailer is different, and there's a Case Steiger 9370 sitting on the driveway. So I can't lie, I've had an absolute nightmare with the silage. I'm well behind schedule of where I wanted to be, and the reason is issues with the original forage harvester that I picked. Its harvest speed was 2 miles per hour. On a field that size would be painfully slow. I thought it was the trailer, so I swapped that out. No difference. I then swapped out, I released the 9370 Steiger. We're just going to go around on the grass here, with a cramp kipper trailer, with the plan of course playing the forage harvester, and I would follow along with the leased tractor and trailer, which I did quite a lot on FS19 and it worked fine, but for whatever reason just couldn't get it to go. So I swapped this out now for the smaller model, which does 6 miles per hour harvest, much quicker, and the class trailer that goes with it, just to see if that is any better. Still going to be long, still going to drag, because obviously we've got to tip it ourselves, which is a bit annoying. Every time it's full we're going to have to go in, but we're moving now, we're going. Apologies for the mess up. I have returned the cramp trailer because it's no use to us. I'm keeping the tractor though, it's on lease. We probably will purchase it at some point, but I will keep it for now because it's quite powerful. I think it's 360 horsepower, and it'll come in quite handy for the sort of next jobs we've got to do on the farm, like field prep and things like that. So we'll keep it for now. But for now, I will crack on with this, and we'll check in a little bit. Right, so just to give you a quick little break from the maize silage, we just got our truck here from the contract jobs we did. That's got 25,700 litres of sorghum in, so we're going to drop that in here. Yeah, so 25,000 litres. I think when I looked, the best price was just shy of about $1,000 per 1,000 litres. So roughly 25,000 when it's the best price. We'll hold on to that. We haven't got any production chains that use sorghum. I don't believe we have any use around the farm for it, so we may as well get rid of that, sell it when we can get a good price. So we'll chuck this back away in here. So we'll do that. Cool. So we're keeping this for now, and so I'll chuck that away in a sec. What I do want to do though is put down another hive. So we're going to go in. Let's have a look. Animals, bees. There's that one that we were going to use. And just there. There we are. So we've got 2. So that should... That's 400 litres of honey that we've got right now. So, and that's taken us probably half a month to get there. So we may even end up getting some more hives, maybe down here or down the far end there. But as it stands now, we'll get 2, see how we get on with that. It's slow progress on the silage harvest, on the maize chopping. But again, we're limited on funds, and forage harvesters are generally quite expensive. So something to aim for next year is a bigger, more efficient way of harvesting. So let's get back to it for a little bit. So the light is starting to fade fast. It's 10 past 6. This is the last load for today and almost the end of the video. What I will say is, you just have a look in the corn fermenting silo. We've already got 195,000 litres of fresh maize, which will get turned into maize silage. And I estimate that we have harvested maybe a quarter of the field. So if you put in the comments below how much you think we're going to finish on in terms of literage for the fresh maize. I'm not going to turn the production facility on until we're fully harvested. I am sorry that it's been sort of a bit of a higgledy-piggledy video. A lot of me rambling at the beginning, buying things, and then we had the issues with the trailers and stuff. So there wasn't a lot of harvesting going on. What I'll do is I'm going to do a little bit of the harvest before the next video myself, off screen, or like sort of off camera kind of thing. Not all of it, because I still want you to see some of it, but obviously it's a big field, it's a long process, it's a bit laborious because we're only taking off 23,000 litres at a time. So I'm going to do a bit of that off screen. So in the next episode, probably be looking at doing some finishing off that, and if there's time, doing some grass work. We still need to get the front loader, sort those bales out, which I might start doing that as well in between videos. But yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry that the videos have been a bit sporadic over the last few weeks. I've just been trying to get it all set up so there's a regular stream coming forward. I do appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your likes, comments, subscribes, and I will see you in the next one.